Hi kids, do you love stories? I bet you do. Stories are like magical doors that take us to different worlds. They let us experience things we might never get to do in real life. Imagine flying on a dragon or exploring a hidden cave full of treasures. Isn't that exciting? I know I do. Stories take us on fantastic adventures. We meet exciting people. We learn new things. Every story is a new journey, and we never know what surprises await us. Sometimes we might meet a brave knight, a clever detective, or even a talking animal. Each character has something special to teach us. The Bible is full of the best stories ever. These stories are not just any stories, they are tales that have been told for thousands of years. They are filled with wisdom, adventure, and lessons that are still important today. Imagine reading a story that your great-great-great-grandparents might have read. These stories are super old. They come from a time long, long ago, but they have been passed down through generations because they hold timeless truths. Even though the world has changed a lot since then, the messages in these stories are still relevant. They teach us about life, love, and faith. But they're still important today. We can learn so much from them. They show us how to live our lives in a way that is pleasing to God. They give us examples of people who faced challenges and overcame them with faith and courage. These stories are like guides that help us navigate our own lives. They teach us about God and how much He loves us. Through these stories we see God's love in action. We learn that no matter what happens, God is always with us, guiding us and protecting us. His love is unconditional, and it gives us the strength to face any challenge. We learn about being brave, kind, and honest. The characters in these stories show us what it means to have good values. They teach us that being brave doesn't mean not being afraid, but doing the right thing even when it's hard. They show us the importance of kindness and honesty in our everyday lives. Bible stories teach us how to be good friends. They show us the value of friendship and teamwork. We learn that we are stronger when we work together and support each other. These stories remind us that being a good friend means being there for others, sharing, and caring, and how to make good choices. The characters in Bible stories often face difficult decisions, and their choices teach us important lessons. We learn that making good choices leads to positive outcomes, while bad choices can have serious consequences. These stories help us understand the importance of thinking carefully about our actions. Are you ready for an adventure? Every time we open the Bible, we embark on a new journey. We never know what amazing story we will discover next. It's like opening a treasure chest full of wisdom and excitement. So, let's get ready to explore. Let's dive into some amazing Bible stories. Together, we will uncover the secrets and lessons hidden in these ancient tales. Get ready to be inspired, amazed, and filled with wonder as we journey through the greatest stories ever told. The Bible is full of exciting people and places. We meet kings and queens, shepherds and fishermen. We travel to deserts and mountains, even inside a whale. We learn about brave heroes who fought giants. We meet wise people who talk to God, and we discover that anyone can be a hero with God's help. Are you ready to meet some amazing heroes? Let's go. Once upon a time, there was a young shepherd named David. He was small, but he had a big heart and trusted God completely. One day, a giant named Goliath scared everyone. David wasn't scared, he knew God would help him. David fought Goliath with his slingshot and a small stone. Guess what? He won. This story teaches us that even when we feel small, we can be brave with God's help. Never be afraid to do what's right. Section 4. Daniel and the Lions, Trusting God Always. Daniel was a good man who loved God. He was known for his unwavering faith and his dedication to prayer. Every day Daniel would pray to God, giving thanks and seeking guidance. His kindness and integrity made him well respected among the people. However, not everyone was happy with Daniel's success and favor. Some bad men were jealous of Daniel. They couldn't stand to see him prosper and be loved by the king. These men were envious and wanted to bring Daniel down. They tricked the king into making a bad law. They knew that Daniel's faithfulness to God was his strength, so they devised a plan to use it against him. They convinced the king to sign a decree that would forbid anyone from praying to any god or man other than the king himself for 30 days. The law said no one could pray to God. Anyone who disobeyed this law would be thrown into a den of lions. The king, not realizing the full implications of this decree, signed it into law, making it unchangeable. But Daniel knew that talking to God was important, so he kept praying. Despite the new law, Daniel continued his routine of praying 3 times a day, just as he had always done. He prayed by his open window where everyone could see his devotion. The bad men told the king, and Daniel was thrown into a den of lions. But God protected Daniel. The jealous men were quick to report Daniel's disobedience to the king. Though the king was distressed, he had no choice but to follow the law he had signed. The lions didn't hurt him. God sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions, and they did not harm Daniel. He spent the night in the den, surrounded by the lions, but remained unharmed. Daniel trusted God, and God saved him. The next morning, the king rushed to the den and was overjoyed to find Daniel alive and well. Daniel's faith had been rewarded, and his trust in God had saved him from certain death. This story teaches us to always trust God, even when things are scary. No matter how difficult the situation, having faith and trusting in God's protection can bring us through the toughest times. Daniel's story is a powerful reminder of the strength that comes from unwavering faith. Section 5. The story of Jonah, learning to forgive. Jonah was a prophet, a messenger chosen by God to deliver his words to the people. He had a special mission, one that would test his faith and his willingness to forgive. God told him to go to a city called Nineveh, a place known for its wickedness and cruelty. The people of Nineveh had strayed far from the path of righteousness, and God wanted Jonah to help them find their way back. God wanted Jonah to tell the people to be kind to each other, to show compassion and love, and to turn away from their evil ways. It was a message of hope and redemption, a chance for the people of Nineveh to change their lives. But Jonah didn't want to go. He was afraid and angry. He didn't believe the people of Nineveh deserved God's mercy. He thought they were beyond saving and that they should be punished for their sins. So he ran away and hopped onto a ship, hoping to escape from God's command. He thought he could hide from his responsibilities and avoid the difficult task ahead. But God sent a big storm, a powerful tempest that threatened to destroy the ship and everyone on board. The sailors were terrified and didn't know what to do. The sailors threw Jonah overboard. Can you believe it? They believed that Jonah was the cause of the storm and that throwing him into the sea would calm the waters. Jonah was swallowed by a giant fish. Inside the belly of the fish, Jonah had time to think about his actions and his disobedience. Inside the fish, Jonah realized he was wrong to disobey God. He prayed for forgiveness, acknowledging his mistakes and asking for another chance to fulfill his mission. The fish spit Jonah out on dry land. God had given him a second chance, a new opportunity to do what was right. Jonah finally went to Nineveh and told the people to be kind. He delivered God's message, urging them to repent and change their ways. This story teaches us that it's important to forgive others just like God forgives us. It reminds us that everyone deserves a second chance, and that through forgiveness, we can find redemption and peace. Section 6. Bible stories today. Even though these stories happened a long time ago, they still matter today. We can learn from the heroes in the Bible. Just like David, we can be brave and stand up for what's right. Like Daniel, we can trust God even when we're scared. And like Jonah, we can learn to forgive others and make good choices. Section 7. Be a Bible hero. The Bible is full of incredible adventures and amazing heroes, but the best part is, you can be a hero too. When you are kind, helpful, and brave, you are following in the footsteps of those Bible heroes. So read these stories, learn from them, and let them inspire you to do amazing things.